Okay, so the next image we're going to add is the coffee table. So I'm going File, Open, Coffee Table.png, and then it opens in my window, and I'm just going to pull my window out again, the coffee table, and that way I can make sure I'm on my move tool, because if you're not on your move tool, for example, if you're on your selection tool, you can't drag it in. So I think that's something that people might forget. Oops, you can drag in your selection, but not your image. And because it's in a different window, I have to move my workspace and find it. It's back here. Okay, so again, I have to make sure, also another thing you have to make sure is if you've made a selection and you go to the move tool here and you start moving it over, you're gonna, oh, interesting. That didn't work the way I thought it would. That was weird. Let me try that again. Oh, there it is. Now it's working. Okay, so I guess that was a good example of something to think about. When Photoshop starts acting funny, I just realized I haven't saved my file in a very long time. And my computer's been open for like the last 48 hours. So one thing you might want to do is save. File, save. Whenever Photoshop starts acting funny, it's probably because the RAM is on overload. You haven't saved in a long time, and so it just can't think properly anymore, just like a person. And so now let me try it. Okay, so if I have a selection in my image and then I try to move it over, it's just going to move over that little tiny piece. So also remember to deselect any selection if you're trying to move the whole image. So I'm going to go Control D to deselect, and I'm going to bring it in, click and drag into the window, and then I don't need that other image anymore, so I can close it. Don't save. And then I can delete that other layer. So if I take a look at my thumbnail, I can see this is the whole coffee table. You can also click the visibility icon. If you're ever unsure of what's on that layer, you can click it and unclick it, click it back on. You can also do the Alt or Option click, and while you hold Alt or Option while you're clicking, and that way you can see what's on the layer all by itself. So now I know that this layer 5 layer, if I go Option click, Alt or Option click, then I know that that's the one that I want to get rid of. So I'm going to hit delete on my keyboard to get rid of it. We don't need that one. And I'm also going to name the last 2 layers that I made. The painting one is going to be called painting, and this new layer 6 is going to be called coffee table. So I can know what it's called, and I'm going to color it too. They said in the book to color it gray, so I'm going to stick to the book, even though I don't understand why you would use gray, because it's pretty much gray as it is right now, but I guess it's slightly different. So now the tool that they want to introduce with this coffee table image is the Magic Erase tool. So that you can either hit E on your keyboard, E as in eraser, or you can actually go up and click on it. It's considered one of the brushes. It's in the brush section here. So we've already moved on from the selection tools above, and then the second section is all different kinds of brushes, and it does erase, but it uses a brush and or pencil or block. There's 3 choices, 3 modes. So basically it's the difference between the brush, the pencil, and the block is just shape. So if I pick block, it's going to be a square to erase with. Control Z. This is the regular eraser right now I'm showing you. And there's also the brush, which is a round one. And the pencil is also round. However, the pencil is more jagged. Like the brush has softer edges. And I'll zoom in so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. So this is the pencil. This is the brush eraser. Now I'm going to undo those because we're not using the regular eraser right now. We're using the magic one. So it's important to make that distinction. If you hold it down, hold your eraser option, your tool down, and you'll see the different types. There's the regular eraser tool, the background eraser tool, and the magic eraser tool. So I'm going to show you that in 1 minute here.